Hi there, this is Jason. In this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you Lefora, which is a forum building tool. I've always sort of found Lefora to be a little bit different from most of the other forum tools out there. Lefora is actually a very curious blend of a forum and a blog in a lot of ways, and they've found a very easy way to build a forum which is also very visually attractive, and there's a lot you can do with it. Very easy to get set up, very easy to get it going, great for using it with language learners in particular. Now what you're looking at the moment is my own forum, Jason's Global English Discussion Forum. I've been using this for a couple of years. I use it for my online teaching. I've also used it for a variety of actual blended learning classes that I've used in the past. And what you can actually see is I've got all these forums and subcategories within the forums because I've been building on this forum for quite some time. But you can also see this sidebar here, which is a lot more like what you'll see on a blog, with recent posts, some user details, categories, and that sort of thing. So, the interface does look a lot like a blog as well as an actual forum. Now, I'll just go into the admin to show you some of the user-friendly tools in terms of what you can do when you set up your forum. It's actually very easy to get set up. Now, in terms of the appearance, you can actually choose from a lot of very sort of preset, easy-to-use themes for the appearance of your forum. You can also do things with the sidebar that I talked about. That's a little bit more advanced. You may not like to jump into that straight away, and it's a little bit beyond the scope of what I want to show you just in this video. You can also access all your members' details here, and you can see all your members and how long they've been with you and that sort of thing. And you can also send all the members in your forum group messages that will go to their email, which is great for keeping them up to date and that sort of thing. Now, in terms of actually organizing your forum, this is also very, very easy. You've got some settings here that you can put in to describe your forum, and then your categories. Now, this does look a little bit technical at the moment because I've got a lot in here, but it's actually really easy. You can create categories, all right? And then you can also create groups of categories. So you can add categories, or you can add groups. You can add a new group of categories, and that's just a matter of going in and playing around with it a bit. The really good thing about Lefora is that even if you try something and it doesn't look so great or it doesn't work out, it's very easy to come in here and just move things around. It's like I can just move this further down in the order and that sort of thing. Very easy to do. But we'll go back and just have a look at the actual forum again, because I would like to show you some features here. Now, one of the things I really like about it in terms of language learning is the ability to put in very rich media in a very simple way. So I'm going to go down here for the Students and Learners of English section, and what I'm actually going to do is English through YouTube video clips. I'm actually going to upload a YouTube video. So here's our category. I'm going to start a new topic. Alright, and what I'd actually like to do is talk about my hometown here, Geelong, and I've put a title, a look at Geelong. And what I'm actually going to do is, see here it says embed flash. That allows me to embed a video. Now what I've done is I've gone to YouTube here, I've typed in Geelong, and I've found a video that I think would be really nice to show my learners who are based in Geelong. So I click on that. Now I've already looked at this video. Obviously you should be looking at the videos and checking them out well before you embed them. But I'll just pause that. What I would like to do is embed this video directly into my forum. So I go to this share button here and I click on share, and the code comes up here. Alright, all we have to do is copy that code. Now we go back to our forum, we click on the Embed Flash button here, and all we have to do is put in the actual video. Whoops, sorry, I need to put in the actual code. Sorry, bit of a mistake there. I need to hit embed, not share. I'm sorry. And the code comes up like that. And all we do is copy it. And then we go back to our page and we put in our code like that. And we embed it. Now it comes up as a big flash thing there, but that's where the video is going to appear. And we can go down a few lines and say, watch this video and tell the rest of the class what you think of Geelong. Whoops. And okay, and then all we have to do is submit our topic. And what we're going to get is, you can see we've made a post about a look at Geelong. It's embedded our actual video here, which we can just press play straight away. So our learners can watch that video, and then they can go in here and they can post their replies. And we can actually have a forum-based discussion about this video. And we can do this for pictures, we can do it for videos. Very easy just to embed. If you're using YouTube, is to hit that embed key, copy the code, and plug it into that page using the embed flash function. Now, so that's how we would make a post with a video featured. Now also it's great in terms of actually giving our students some feedback. So I'd like to just show you something here. I'll go to one of my categories that I've used before. I'll go to the TOEIC Writing Lab and we'll have a look at, say, this one. Now what it does is, if you're a member and you're logged in, it always takes you to the most recent post in the thread. So I'll go back to page 1, which was the original page. There's been a lot of submissions for this particular post. And this is a TOEIC writing task. So what I've done is I've put in the rubrics for a TOEIC writing task. I've put in the picture. What the learners have to do here is they have to look at this picture, they have to write a sentence about it. It has to show appropriate use of grammar, and it needs to be relevant to the picture. And we've got the picture and 2 keywords, and this is our task. Try writing a sentence about this picture using these 2 words, showing good grammar and relevance. And basically our learners then put in their responses, and we can have a look at what the students have written. Now you can also see you can give them feedback. You can actually quote what they wrote and then give a correction or some advice. So up at the top here, Brewofdew has put, he is checking time because the delay of the train. And then what I've done is I've quoted that and said the delay of the train doesn't read well in English, and I've just given some corrections and some advice. And it's very simple to do that. You can see, say, Angel 67 here is written, the train left the man because he came late. To respond to that, we would just hit quote, and it will come up, what Angel 67 wrote will come up. We just enter below that, and we can give some feedback. We can say, this is a good sentence, or we could do that with the sentence, and then it will appear. For now, just for the purposes of example, I'll just write nice sentence. I would usually analyze that a bit more and write something a little bit more significant, but I just want to show you what it looks like when we post. So we submit that. It goes to the end of the sequence of comments. You can see Angel's sentences there and my feedback. So that is a great way of getting students to submit work online in response to a topic, with a very simple, easy way to just quote what they've said and give some quick feedback. And the whole class can benefit from the feedback we're giving all the learners. There's a nice collection there. Now, another little function I would like to show you is tracking your learners through this forum. This is Sungok Lee, one of my past students when I was teaching in Korea. And you can see he's put a sentence in here. But he also has a profile as a member of this forum. He will have a profile of all the posts he's done in this forum. So it's good to actually have a look if you would like to track your students. It will show some details about your student, and it will show their latest posts in order with a link back to the original post. So we can actually get a bird's eye view of what our students have been submitting over time, which I think is really, really useful if we just want to get an idea of how much our students have been contributing and how well they're doing. So that's the Lefora forum. Great, visually attractive, very functional forum setup that looks nice, is easy to use, easy to administer. Obviously I've made it look a lot easier than perhaps it will be when you first get started, but it's just a matter of tinkering with it, playing with it in terms of getting your categories set up. Very easy to embed things like videos or pictures, and then very easy to collect responses or discussion from your students, and then to actually, just by hitting that quote button, actually responding to them, showing the work that they've already done, as well as a couple of tips on how they could improve. And I've been using this for a couple of years now for both in-class work or blended learning for homework tasks that the learners do out of class. And I also use it for fully online based courses. I've got a lot of categories here. You probably wouldn't need that many. As with anything, any tech tool, you go in and you start simple, just with a couple of things. But great way to collect your students' work, great way to monitor the work. There are some good privacy settings as well. You can make the forum fully private so nobody can see what's being submitted there, or you can make it semi-private whereby people can read it but they can't contribute to it without becoming an approved member. But it is actually, I found that my learners have been able to sign up for this very, very easily. When they come onto the original screen, it says join. They make a quick profile. They're in. They can start using it. So that's Lefora. I haven't covered even sort of a third of all the great things I think you can do with Lefora. They were just some of the basic things. And in terms of using a great tool, forum-based tool, I thoroughly recommend it. That is lefora.com, Lefora.com, and you'll definitely get a great tool there to use with your students for online learning.